Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Paragliding Banter. It's been an interesting list of episodes that have happened, and I'm very happy to get the feedback from all of you guys. And I really thank you and thank you for all the support that you have given. Um, as usual, we have something special again for all our listeners. And today we have somebody from beer again. Beer has been a hot topic recently in all the episodes, and the more we talk about flying in beers, the less it is, I believe, because everybody wants to come to beer, and there has been because of the travel embargo and because of COVID that we are unable to travel. People are missing beer, and there is a lot of discussion around beer. So I thought, why not we discuss a little bit more on this area of flying. So today I'll be talking to Jigish Gohil. Well, those who don't know Jigish, he's a popular name in beers in the beer flying circuit. He's sort of a knowledge bank on many things, be it weather, be it which line to take, where to stay, what competition rules are like, and so on. You get the drift. Like anything to do with flying, one can go and ask Jigish, and he's always around to help. He's made beer his home for over a decade now, and sort of become a local now because we always find him in beer. He's staying there. He's originally from Gujarat, the western part of India. He's now accumulated over 1,000 hours of flying all over India, but I think the big chunk is all his flying experience in beer. He's done some 200-kilometer triangles 5 times, and he's the only pilot to have a 100-kilometer FAI triangle. Like I said, he's a knowledge bank. He also maintains a sort of encyclopedia online of data on all the information that you need for flying in India. And he's wrote the IGC to KMZ converter web front end link to get Google Earth file with colored lines for all the colored climbs. He's also been scoring judge for a few XC and accuracy comps. He learned paragliding from the schools based in Kamshed, Nirvana, and then Indus. And then he did his XC and SIV with PG Gurukul, which is Gurpreet Dinsa's school in Bir. But the reason we're going to talk to him today is all the knowledge, yes, but we're going to talk specifically about the flying, staying, working, everything Bir. So I hope that this becomes a big information bank and help for everyone who's listening in. So please help me welcome Jigish Gohil to Paragliding Banter. Jigish, welcome to Paragliding Banter. It's been overdue for you to be here.
Hi, Sajid. Yeah, you forgot to mention 100-kilometer FAI. A lot of people have done it. It's just the south of the takeoff, covering the chunk of area south of the takeoff.
See, I told you, you're filled with knowledge, man, and this is what you want to pick from you today.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Jigish, tell us a little bit about yourself, your work bit. What do you do?
Basically, what pays my bill is IT. I have two companies doing server solution and training.
Okay.
I have another startup which is education centered. So we create servers for schools.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's the work part. Otherwise, I'm mostly in beer flying, so I hard worked.
Very tough life, man, then.
Really tough.
This is what we always want to do. We want to be in beer all the time, but we cannot manage. But hey, that's amazing, Jigish. So I've seen you flying. We've been flying together. I've seen you early part of my flying career somewhere in I think 2010 or 11 when you used to come to Kamshed and fly. And from there, I've seen you grow and become and blossom into this amazing pilot. And last October also when I flew in Beer, I crossed you several times on the big face and on the way back from Dharamshala. And you're always on the higher line. And I was always wondering, like, so cool. His flying style is so cool. And so, yeah, you really become a knowledge bank. And also your flying shows that. So well done, my friend.
Yeah, I remember you in the beginning is like you and Wiz, like the biggest ball pilots, like standing in the strongest of wind where nobody would even bother to open their wing. You guys are trying to launch on Kamshin.
In
Like,
Kamshir, yeah.
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 So that's
Yeah,
what I remember about you. Like hands out, my
yeah.
memory.
We didn't know anything better, Jigish. We didn't know. We didn't know. We always thought that this is the condition to fly in, and I was pretty surprised when I came to Beer for the first time, and there was no wind. And I was like, "Oh my God, where's the wind?" And I remember you coming on to the launch that day. Awesome, awesome. Hey, listen. Talking about the first time, how was it for you when you first came to Beer flying, and what did you face? What was your feeling conditions compared to the rest of India?
Uh, First time I came in Beer, immediately as soon as I came to Beer, I asked Gurpreet, I want to do a cross country course with him.
Okay.
And Gurpreet asked me, what have you done? I said, I have done thermaling at Powergrid and I have these many hours and all. So he said, okay. He came with me at the takeoff, and it was at the lower takeoff.
Okay.
And that day the wind was coming from the east. So he said, can you take off from here? I said, yeah, of course. And then I just took off from there.
Okay.
Afterwards, I knew that, people don't usually take off east from the lower takeoff.
Okay.
But I was just new to east, so everything is like normal to me.
Right.
And then, yeah, the first day Gurpreet flew with me. We went to Dam Ridge. And at Dam Ridge, I got a little bit low, and I went in between Dam and Big Face. So
That's
Gurpreet,
always a problem area.
yeah. So Gurpreet saw from the top, and he said, "Oh, you found yourself in a mess.
That's
I can
eventually
come
there.
down to
Yeah.
you. You find and hope you are safe." Gurpreet came back, and I
Okay.
was saying, "Okay, so what do I do?" So I just came out of there,
Okay.
and then came to the proper, sunny and windy side of the face of the
Right.
Dam Ridge,
Right.
climbed up, and came back to land.
Okay. Oh,
So
okay.
yeah,
So
and
that's
the very third flight, I crossed the Big Face and landed in Palampur.
oh, that's
Yeah,
nice.
that's the introduction to
That's your introduction.
beer
Yeah.
flying for me. Yeah.
You know why we're talking today, right? You have seen in the last 10 years, you've seen a lot of new people come. There's a lot of increase in our sport, interest in our sport, which is amazing, for that to happen. But the breeding ground, as is mostly based out of
You're
beach.
breaking up
Okay, can you hear me now?
a little better.
Okay, better now?
Yeah.
Sorry, listeners, but we are Jigish is in Beer and I am in Bombay, and we are doing this over a phone. So there'll be some technical glitches. So apologies. Jigish, I was saying that the learning or the breeding ground for new pilots is out of Beer, not in Beer. Most of them are majority, I would say, is out of Beer. So when pilots graduate and they come to Beer, it's definitely daunting, right? It's not the same. The mountains are different. The conditions are different, and not
Yeah.
only from India but all over the rest of the world. Like in my last episode, I was talking to Kinga, and she was also mentioning that it's been so long that she's been to Beer that she's like desperate to come over, and so there are a lot of new people who also want to come and experience it. It would
Yeah.
it would be nice if somebody could, you know, if there was a place where we could go and say that, okay, listen, can somebody brief us? Can instead,
Yeah.
of course, you can talk to different pilots. There are a lot of senior pilots around, but knowing to right before you come and knowing that there is somebody or being in touch with someone local and understanding and knowing that okay that person can help us guide us be on radio, that would be of great help and also safe. I believe that you are thinking in those lines. What are your
Yeah.
thoughts on that?
Uh, I've been thinking of doing guiding for a long, long time. Uh, I see a lot of pilots come here. like for example, this year, like there are no foreign pilots, but there are about 20 Indian pilots, and there have already been five incidences, uh,
Okay.
which could have gone, you know,
Pretty bad.
yeah, it could have been more scarier. They are all safe, but it's knowing when to fly, when not to fly, when to push, when not to push, where to be and where not to be. These are the kind of things when pilots don't understand, they get themselves in trouble.
Right.
And unless you have lot of time and lot of experience, I think if you're coming for a short time, it's
Mhm.
uh, best to fly with somebody. Like a lot of foreign pilots come in a group and
Right.
they have a guide with them.
Right.
Uh, uh, I, the best example I have is like Debu doing guiding, John
Right.
Sylvester over here, Himalayan Sky Safari. You
Right.
know, and these are the kind of people who actually broaden your horizon. Like
Right.
Pir is amazing place. It's anywhere you can see, your eyes can reach, you can fly that point.
Oh,
This is the kind of place this is.
nice.
Outwardly, it is extremely easy looking sight. Like, okay, so there's a thermal, you climb up and you go to the next ridge. It's
Right.
simple. And yet it is extremely dangerous if you don't know where not to be. And the
Right.
conditions change every day.
Right.
So unless you know how to read the conditions, unless you brief yourself, you ask some pilots around, like, okay, what can I do today? Can I go this side today? Can I be there today? You know, uh, unless you know that, it it becomes very difficult for anybody who comes here for the first time to keep themselves safe. So
Right.
most of the incidences which happen here are pilots coming from abroad for the first time
Right.
with very little mountain flying experience.
Right.
So I was thinking that there is a need, like
Yeah,
uh,
definitely, man. I think that would be a great thing if, like, for example, for myself, let me put my example. Like when last October, I did Dharamshala for the first time,
yeah,
100 kilometers for the first time. I had never been beyond, not even to big space, right? And when I went to big space, I it was all new to me. Once you thermal and once you know to go from ridge to ridge, that's very
yeah,
easily said and done. But uh, when you actually go there and see the size of the thermals, the strength of the thermals, and then you're all alone, and there is a lot of things going on in your mind. Luckily,
yeah,
I had one other pilot who was lagging behind like me, and he also went ahead in a different direction, but I decided to stay. So a guide at that time for me would have been amazing. I did catch up with the rest of my gang at Dharamshala. When I reached Dharamshala, they were just about heading back. But when I came back, I had people with me uh, after Palanpur, and I think
yeah.
you were also there flying high. And this guiding, for example, even one flight to have somebody fly with me would be amazing. Uh,
Yeah,
like I would like I was seeing your flight yesterday. You went to the back mountain and you came back. Now that's something I would want. I would want to have a guide to come with me to back mountains, maybe just one ridge, two ridges, and then come back, just to know that
yeah.
there's somebody watching me and somebody with me from the safety point of view, of course. So yeah, that would be amazing. Is this something that you can do?
Yeah, of course. The idea is not to handhold you and show you every thermal or something like that. It's only like fly with you, and like if you are making a mistake or taking a line which might put you in danger, just to say, okay, don't go there.
Nice,
Let's try that path.
nice,
So only that much input is also extremely, extremely beneficial.
right.
Like it just reduces stress if you don't put yourself in stressful situation. You
Right,
don't put yourself where you might find a lot of sink and a lot of rough air.
right.
If you don't put yourself there, the entire flight becomes very enjoyable.
True, that's true. Once you fly with,
you
I
know
never fly alone. I always fly with friends. But I have to tell you, like all other friends, my friends are also pretty. I don't know which word to describe them with. They are my friends, but they did leave me alone. they,
I have flown with a lot of your friends. Like I think one of your friend and we were flying one day.
you can
That
take
day,
the name. You can take the name. We need to expose these guys.
no, that was a good flight. No, him was like great. Viz and me, we were flying,
Right.
and we knew that afternoon is going to be thunderstorm and all,
Right.
and we knew this is what we are going to do. We are going to head west till we can,
Right.
and then we are going to go east. So we went to Hobbiton, and then there was a huge thunder cloud building
Right.
over like Dharamshala.
Right.
So we said, okay, let's run. And that cloud was just about 3-4 ridges behind us,
Right.
or about like 20 minutes, half an hour behind us, and we are flying in front of it. And
Wow.
we went all the way to Mandi. And
Right.
that thing is coming behind us. We wanted to land at Mandi, like let's
Right.
just go and land at Mandi.
Right.
And that day Gopal, our dear friend, was flying with us.
Okay.
And we were all very high and we were all having a lot of fun. And
Right.
me and Viz, we land at Mandi, and Gopal is still at 3,000 meters over Mandi, and he's radioing, "Oh, Baba, what a wonderful day. Why are you landing? Let's go back." And he is pointing his glider towards the thundercloud, which
Oh
is
my
just
God.
like, 20 kilometers in front of him, and
Oh
he
my
is
God.
flying right towards his edge. Yeah, and then he's radioing after 10 minutes, say, "Baba, I got run all over me. I'm landing. Just before 360, he goes and lands.
Right. But you guys didn't tell him?
We told him, like, do you see those clouds? Like, he's like, no,
Right.
don't worry about it. Like, he is
Yeah,
like
I mean
that.
that's something that is a different topic altogether. We have to
So,
fly.
yeah, flying
we have to fly
together.
2 notches below our level sometimes, just to be on the safer side in conditions
So-
like this. But yeah, so definitely in a situation like this, a guide would really help. A friend, a guide,
Yeah,
somebody
so,
on the radio.
like, me
Yeah.
and Viz, we were flying together. Probably that was time for Viz to go to Mandi, probably. I
Right.
don't know. Like that, Alok and Sunit and all of us have flown
Right.
big 100K FAI triangle
Right.
last season.
Right.
That was also first time for them. And, those are the days when people don't know that is possible.
Right.
If the local person is there and he tells you that this is possible,
Right.
then you know that, okay, it is within your capabilities and you will even attempt it.
I think it's a very important thing nowadays to have somebody who can help you and guide you. I think if you can start this, it will be of great help. Um, I will definitely be posting your websites
Yeah.
on the episode when we launch this. But Jigish, you need to really take this up. I think you're flying so well. You've been in Beer for so long. You know the locals. You know places to stay. Would you be able to help with people who want to make reservations at hotels and apart from the flying bit, would you be able to help?
I've been doing this for last 10 years for everybody for free. So now I thought that I should make some money doing all of this.
Yeah. So,
But yeah, of course, like everybody who comes here, they sometimes ask me, like, can you find,
Right.
place for me to stay,
Right.
and I help them out. Yeah.
That's
So-
nice. Yeah. I mean, yeah.
And most of the time, like,
yeah.
like people who come and they find me at takeoff or sitting at landing Goodfried's Cafe,
Right.
they ask about, and we are all free with knowledge basically, because all the knowledge which we have is
Yeah.
also given out by great pilots before us, like Adi.
That's right. That's right.
When I went to takeoff, I remember Adi Kumar
Right.
at the takeoff, and he just gave very basic knowledge which is like must for any cross-country pilot.
Right.
Like simple thing like, okay, this ridge, if you see a bird climbing, that means this ridge is working.
Okay.
And all the ridges are working if this ridge is working.
Okay.
Like there is absolutely no doubt that
Right.
if this is working, that next ridge will not be working. Like
Right.
that is common sense basically.
Right.
But people hesitate taking off in the morning, thinking
Right.
that, oh, what if I bomb out?
Right.
Things
Yeah.
like that. And
Right. Yeah. That
Debu,
information is important.
Debu has helped me a lot. Like
Right.
in my first 200K, we all met up at beyond 360 going east, because
Right.
they had gone even farther than me, so they were overtaking me again. So last moment, Jigish, you're still there. Okay, just a little bit more. You can do this today.
Nice, nice.
Just that cheering up.
Yeah. Hearing that sound on the radio from your fellow
Yeah,
pilots when you are flying
yeah,
alone and tired and cold,
yeah. It's like
and
6.5 hours of
yeah,
flying, and you hear somebody cheering
yeah,
you up. You
yeah,
know, they set a record that day for that.
yeah.
New Indian record. So it's really
Yeah,
nice
it's
to
yeah,
hear that.
it's
And
really nice, and people like, I mean, I might crib about my friends at times, but there are like Wiz, when I was low in a
yeah,
valley behind, he did come down. I mean, he was comfortable at about 3,000 meters, but he did come
yeah,
down to me,
yeah,
and
yeah,
we were very low, and then we both climbed out just to give me company.
yeah,
That really, really
yeah.
is
Yeah,
wonderful. That
safe. Yeah,
for something to do
safety
that,
is more important,
yeah,
and
something, yeah.
knowledge should be freely given.
Yeah.
Like it's not
Uh,
that you have to hire me as a guide or anything.
Yeah.
All the great pilots, they have
Yeah, we
been
all
like
do this. Like even this
they
podcast is about
yeah,
it's non-commercial. We just want to share knowledge. We want the community to come together.
yeah,
And friends, all the senior pilots who are flying, or any pilot, like the guys who have had flown for the second time in Beer this season, the
yeah,
ones that you mentioned in the start, are
yeah,
also have got so much experience now.
yeah,
Like, they have also now become like mature pilots, having flown and been
yeah.
with you guys.
It's
So we're
yeah,
just
it's
building the
fun flying with
community.
them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're just building and strengthening ourselves and looking out for each other and looking out for safety. Jigish, as a guide, I would really suggest that you take this up. But what other services do you think you can provide? Flying is one. You can suggest which line to take, which day to
yeah,
fly. Weather
yeah,
is the other important thing. Staying is one
yeah,
bit. What
yeah.
what about weather? Like how and the back mountains. Could you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, so basically, guiding is not just like flying with you and just pointing the way.
Right.
Uh, the whole briefing goes on the day before, saying what kind of day it's going to be, what is going to be possible, what we can do tomorrow. Uh, that whole weather scene comes in. Uh, which direction we can fly based on what kind of weather conditions are there,
Right.
whether we can go at the back mountain or whether we can fly west or whether we can go east, uh, how far we can go west, how far we can go east that day. All of
Right.
that we talk it out the day before.
Right.
Uh, in flying, of course, that little bit of guiding is there, or if
Right.
somebody needs more, you know, uh, hand holding and a lot more radio input, that is also there based on your capabilities, basically.
Right. See,
And mostly it's like all the people who can do cross country, they are already a good pilot. Like if
right.
they can go, so what they need mostly is what will keep them safe and
Right.
focus on, either a distance or a goal or whatever
Right.
they want to achieve on that day
Right.
in a safe manner, basically, without worrying about what if they find themselves in a situation which
Right.
they can't get out.
That's a very good point you said, that anybody who's already doing NXC is a good pilot. So all that you need is just to get familiar with it, and you're going into uncharted territories if you have not ever flown in beef. And then there's
Yeah,
somebody who's telling you, okay, don't go here, don't go there. And
yeah,
once you know that, and they fly autonomously later,
mm,
maybe in 2 3 days
yeah,
time, when you finish with the guiding. That's
yeah.
that's that's brilliant. That's nice, and it's good to know to have somebody on the radio.
Or basically, people who just want guiding for a particular goal they have, like, okay, I want to go fly to Parashar and land there. They've never done before.
Oh, I
So,
would love to do
that,
that. I was planning it last October. Yeah,
yeah, or
Parashar
they want to
Parashar
achieve
Lake.
some FAI triangle with a,
Right,
turn point over the back and one turn point way out in front,
right.
we can plan that and we can achieve that,
That's nice.
those kind of things.
Parashar as a destination, Parashar Lake, for people who are listening. It's a lake west of sorry,
East
east
of
of
50
east
kilometers east.
50 kilometers east from the takeoff, and
Yeah.
it's about 2 3 ridges inside from 360.
It's a in
No,
the
it's a
back
little bit more. It's
mountain.
like,
It's a back ridge.
yeah, it's a
Yeah,
back ridge. It's a back ridge, and
yeah,
it's like the same distance to Dharamshala. I would guess.
yeah.
Dharamshala is
Similar.
to the west, and it's beautiful. So if you just Google Parashar Lake, and so Jigish can help guide people there. That'll be amazing. Jigish, let's do this next time I'm there.
Yeah,
I would
sure.
love to go there with you.
Yeah, people
Uh,
who love bivouacking, like
yeah,
360 Parashar or Hobbiton, those
yeah,
kind of places, it's like common names here.
yeah. So you can do that also, right?
Yeah, yeah, of course.
The Hobbiton you said was
Hobbiton is also a BV place. Like people
BV, right?
like to go land there and camp there.
Yeah. So Hobbiton is something we did last time. We didn't, obviously I didn't BB, but we did land there. Golf course is a good place,
Yeah,
and
golf course is another.
Parashar also. I believe you guys did you
Yeah,
sometime back. So yeah,
yeah.
good one, Jigish. I think you start. Is there any website that people can check you out on? Is there any more information for them? Of course, I'll post this, but anything that you want to say?
Yeah, it's called paraguide.in.
Paraguide.in. In. All right.
Yeah. And of
Cool.
course, there is j.mp/paragliding India to find out a lot of information about India. You don't
Yeah,
have to ask me
yeah,
directly, or there's a lot of information there.
yeah. I've seen this, so I'll share that. I'll share that website also. I mean, there's a lot of information available on that for India. Yeah, I really hope this COVID thing gets better soon, man. I mean, there are so many people waiting to uh, to come to Beer, and we're missing all our international friends, our foreign friends, right?
Yeah, a lot of things I learned was staying with Freddie and Thomas. We used to share the same house, Thomas, Freddie, and me. Uh, Basically, Freddie is our 200-kilometer expert here in East.
Okay.
After Debu, I think more than Debu has flown a lot more 200s here in Beer than anybody else has ever
Where is
done.
Freddie from? Just for the benefit of
Switzerland.
Freddie's
Freddie
from
Buck.
Switzerland. Freddie Bach
Yeah,
is from
Freddie Buck.
Switzerland. Yes,
Yeah,
Freddie Bach.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
We are friends on Facebook, and yeah, he keeps posting a lot of good stuff.
I've also lived with Benjamin Jordan, who is one of the like adventure pilots, basically.
Okay.
Everybody else is XC pilot, but
Right.
I would like to call Benjamin adventurer pilot. Like he
Okay.
is into, always looking for new adventures, that flying in places where nobody ever flown before.
Right.
So right now he's just done Mexico to Canada flying expedition.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mexico to
so
Canada. Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I
So
mean, he's flying different.
he was flying old Ozone Swift, and he was every single day trying to get 200 here
Okay.
in these.
Wow.
So these are the kind of people who motivated me that okay, you can do 200 on old Swift.
Right.
And then I went and did 200. And then Thomas was the only person living in my house who hadn't done 200, and we were saying we are going to kick you out. And then a year before, he finally manages 200. Now he's safe.
Nice. What do you fly, Jigish? What's your
I'm flying
equipment?
Air Design Volt 2, but yeah, first one was on Nova Factor 2, which is
Okay.
still my favorite thing.
Okay. And what harness do you have?
Super Delight 2.
Delight 2. And are you
Yeah.
flying with one reserve or two reserve? Delight
Single reserve, yeah. One
comes with a
reserve.
single reserve, right? Here's a question. What are the things that you carry when you go to the back mountains? What's in your harness in terms of, so you have the spot in reach.
Yeah, yeah.
Could you just take us through what anything else that you carry along with you?
I have spot. I have some food. I don't eat in air, but I have some empty bars.
Right.
Carry a lot of water, a lot of ropes, different
Okay.
kinds. Basically, a thin line to fetch something if you are stuck in a tree or something, like
Okay.
a fishing line.
Right.
Some little thicker rope which you can secure some things while you are hanging somewhere.
Okay.
And a little bit more thicker rope if you need to secure yourself. There's a lot of wind or something like that, and you find yourself that your glider is not stuck to the tree properly. So just to keep yourself safe till the rescue arrives, because
Right.
rescuing yourself from tree unless you are trained is
It's a different ball game altogether.
It's practically asking for trouble.
Right.
So just wait it out till the rescue arrives, basically. So
Right.
yeah, in my harness I have a nice minus 20-degree sleeping bag.
Okay.
So yeah, if
So
I
you
find
you fly
myself,
with this all the time, just in
yeah,
case.
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So That's my kit. Yeah.
Nice. That's some information that I think the newer pilots should keep in mind. And
Yeah, going in back mountain is, unless you are a very good pilot or very good mountaineer with lot of snow or glaciers or
right,
scree, don't attempt it.
right,
You're a good pilot, you know that you can climb out of that place. I would not advise anybody to just take it lightly
yeah.
going over the back.
But they are majestic. Those mountains are beautiful. I mean, seeing
Yeah,
them from Hanumangarh and just just seeing them is like wow. I wish we could just go there. And just recently, Alok, I mean, yesterday Alok posted that video on his
yeah,
birthday
yeah.
of him flying very close to the snow-capped mountains. He must have
Yeah,
been a sport.
yesterday in the morning we met and I told Alok that today is the day we can fly at the back and that would be very nice birthday gift for you.
Yeah, and
So
he was
he
singing
said, yep.
happy birthday to me while filming
Yeah.
close to the. Oh man, that was beautiful. One day,
So,
Jigish, one
yeah,
day I'll come with you.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's something I want to really
Yeah,
explore.
everything like flying over the back has different challenges. If you want to go towards Mandi, the challenge is completely different because mountain gets lower and lower and lower. I mean, you are so close to terrain all the time that you normally feel that okay, this is time to find a landing.
Right,
But if you know that this is normal here, you would simply go all the way there and make it back to landing.
right.
Otherwise, you will have like really scary flight.
Yes, I think this is a message that should go to everyone. And if you're attempting the back mountains, do it with somebody who is an expert or at least knows what's happening. And a guide at this point of time would be the right thing to just to be on the safer side. It's not about the flying skills; it's about being safe.
See, even this season, there was a pilot. He's a very good pilot,
Hmm.
and he is into Dharamshala.
Hmm.
And if you can make it to Dharamshala, basically you are a good pilot. But he tried to push it beyond Dharamshala, and he
Okay.
found himself in a place which is not very nice, and he had
Right.
to throw reserve there.
Right.
So if he was a little bit more experienced, or he had somebody flying him, they would have pointed out that
Right.
this is not the place to go.
Yeah.
It
True.
would have helped
True.
him a
Yeah.
bit. And he would have been, safe, maybe
Yeah.
back home, and
I
probably
think
he would have done
I think it's a
150 or
great thing that now that you are available to provide this guidance and just be there as a base instead of being that place where you go and be on your own. I think that will make Beer even a safer place. So it's amazing, man.
Yeah,
I
because
suggest I really
all the great guides like John Sylvester, Debu, uh, all of those guys, Jockey also brings his group here,
correct.
Steve Purdy and all these
Yeah.
people who come, even Toby, Passion Paragliding, they know this place and they've
Right.
been bringing groups here. But,
Right.
there are limited number of people they can bring in,
Right.
and they might be quite expensive, more expensive than what probably I would charge. So I want to make this accessible to everybody.
Right. It's
Keep
not only
yourself
it's
safe.
not only about it's about everyone, like people from India, the newer pilots from India, people who are coming from abroad once the flying international flights
Yeah.
start, and generally, even experienced pilots who want to go to the back for the first time. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be an awesome thing.
John Sylvester, I consider him paragliding god. Like, people have saying like, what would Jesus Christ do when it's a normal situation? I say in flying situation, what would John Sylvester do? I would have liked to hire him as a guide, but it's too damn expensive.
Could you
Yeah.
could you tell our listeners a little bit more about him? Where is he from?
John Sylvester is from UK, and he's one of the first person to have flown Karakoram and Indian Himalayas and Nepal Himalayas. He is, the pioneer of paragliding in mountains here.
Okay, where did you say he's from? Your voice was not clear then.
UK,
UK. All
United
right.
Kingdom,
Okay.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
He's England. He's from England, yeah.
So there was a movie that I saw.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
nowhere to middle of nowhere, and
Yeah.
the Karakoram high,
Yeah.
some
It's amazing.
Birdman of Karakoram.
Yeah.
Those are the movies which
Yeah.
like bring goosebumps when I see
I
those.
swear those are goosebump movies.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, Jigish, thank you so much. This has been an exciting chat. Is there anything else that you'd want to tell the listeners?
Yeah, one of my new favorite thing is to tell people, don't emulate success of other people. Like all these great names which I have taken, don't emulate what they have done. Emulate the practice they have put in into, getting there.
Ah, that's a nice thing to say, man.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
really nice. But hey, listen, Jigish, thank you so much for coming on the chat. This has been a fun thing to chat with you. Although we have met so many times, we never got into so much of details of being a guide and you taking everyone around. So I really wish
also,
you,
another
yeah.
favorite thing is less talking, more flying. That's why I
No,
don't,
true. No ground suck.
too much talking.
No
Yeah.
ground suck. Yeah. Cool. So I'm going to add your website to the social media posts. You can find this on Instagram. My handle is the Acro Guy, uh, and I'll put up the links on my post, and you can go check Jigish's website. It's paraguide.in, and in case you don't get this, it will be on my Facebook also. Um, Jigish, thank you so much, and I'll connect with you soon. And happy flying, buddy, and all the best for being the guide and beer.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. See you in beer soon.
Yes.
Bye.
So thank you so much, listeners. We are going to come back soon with another episode, and hopefully, COVID situation would have sorted itself out by then. And I'm really looking forward to all the foreign listeners and pilots to come back to India. And beer is the place, but also try and see if you want to come to Kamshet, and we can help you settle in Kamshet and fly with you guys. Thank you so much, and bye bye.